And how would you describe your own self-discipline, commitment to task, ability to stick to things to the end?
So that's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Stick to things in the sense that what I need to do to pass, easy.
Yeah.
So we were able to run through that easily.
Yeah.
But then, because we know how to pass, we can then explore other things.
Because, so I say this, and we'll go a little ahead of ourselves, but we'll come back, because I've known you as a developer, depending on the time and season, you might have a certain language, or throw it away, or decide that you're going to do drones for a while,
but here's
or
the
throw
thing.
it away and do photography of insects.
In all of that, there's been a common denominator.
Which is
I'm still a developer. But and that's the thing that I explained, in the sense that for me, I think I've had, I don't know if it's luxury, but I've had the opportunity to explore other interests without leaving the core thing I've been doing.
So, 3 years ago, I would argue with you, except I think right now the generalists are winning. So what I mean is that 3 years ago, I'd have argued that you could have become a 10x developer if you focused.
Okay.
But now with AI, you are absolved, because you can still be a generalist, and the more general your interests are, you can use AI to get more specific in executing to a certain level.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting, because I myself am someone like a generalist. Like people.
But you see, the idea of doubling down in an industry, I think it goes well if you are academic. And this is what I mean. If I want to double down in being like a software engineer and go like deep, I probably have to become a PhD. Because that's where I would be learning it like learn proper.
Can you see yourself pursuing a PhD?
No. In software engineering, no. But I see myself doing PhD someday in something of interest.
Like
it could be quantum mechanics.
Okay.
It could be music. It could be, and by music I mean understanding how the mathematics of music.
I feel like you would actually study it on your own, but not go into an institution and get a PhD.
Here's the thing. I would go into an institution and do it if it allows me the flexibility of how I would want to do it.
Okay. So
and I think that's the future. I think there are many educational courses where you are doing your master's or PhD, but it's not the like sitting class kind of thing. It's a way of self-learning, a bit of a professor under learning, understudying, that kind of thing, where I think my dislike for academics is along the lines of the pattern of how it was and not the education itself. So
I think you like to learn, and I think you like to follow your curiosity. So the reason why I don't see you doing it in an institution, and I may be wrong, is that I think if you think you're really interested in music, you pursue it. But if you go down that path and realize that there's the sound that these stalagmites make in specific caves, and that becomes your interest, you follow that.
But here's the thing. So, the masters and PhD allow you to specialize in a specific interest. So I think when you study to a point, you can do your research on a subject matter that you are interested in.
Okay.
I don't think the professor is going to be like, do this specific thing. That's where like you are able to explore.
So this is what we'll do. We'll just have this conversation again in 15 years, God willing.